Hey, this is Peter Dankelson from Pete's Diary, and today I want to talk to you about vibrato. And if you don't know what vibrato is, it's something that sounds like this. So I think the main way that a lot of us learn vibrato is you anchor your thumb on the neck, you grab the note that you want to play, and then you use your wrist to ring out the note, right? My case is a little bit different. You know, I could use my wrist and fingers the same, but I was born with no muscle in my left thumb. So basically, I can't really use my thumb to support the back of the neck like you normally would. I can move it side to side, kind of up and down, but in terms of bending it, that's just not possible. So the workaround that I've kind of, I guess, figured out more or less kind of from playing on my own, or the technique that I've developed is basically how I do vibrato is, I grab the note I want to play, and it's just more in the wrist, but the thumb isn't really anchoring it down, right? So you get something, and probably the trickiest part is bending up, because, especially when you're bending up, there's no support. When you're bending up, you kind of want, at least I would think, you would want your thumb grabbing the neck, and it would kind of help anchor it down. So then when you bend up, it's not just going to slip away. In my case, when I bend up sometimes, it can almost be a little bit slippery. So sometimes what I'll do is, if I'm really in the moment, is I'll bend it down. So, I know typically on the E, D, and G strings, you want to bend up. And then on the E, A, and D, you want to bend down. That's kind of something I know a lot of us have been taught, or it's kind of like the proper way to do it. But kind of sometimes in the heat of the moment, I'll do this instead with because again, pulling the string down, it kind of yanks my thumb into place. It's kind of strange. But I've kind of found out that's what works best for me. It's kind of a bit more challenging on the higher strings, when you can't really pull the string down, because then it would slide off the neck, right? So what I found is, it kind of gets a little bit easier, with that I've kind of, again, just kind of trial and error and kind of built up over the years. It's more of you kind of like almost you kind of put all of your weight into it. Again, it's kind of the Angus Young technique, funny enough, if you've heard him talk about it. You bend the note and you just kind of throw a bit of your body into it, and you kind of just use your wrist to kind of shake it with everything you got. The E string is probably the most challenging, because, you can't really pull that down at all. So I guess with that, it's less vibrato. You just try and bend it more. So it's interesting because, you can't really, sometimes you'll kind of substitute it in different spots of the neck. So instead of bending here, you'll bend it here. So that's kind of something I figured out sometimes, is you can kind of substitute different notes on the neck, depending, obviously, you might run out of room or something, but I don't know, I don't even really think about it anymore. But it's just kind of interesting how that technique's kind of changed and developed over time. So that's how I've overcome my handicap with my thumb. Let me know some ways that you guys have kind of, overcame your challenges, and maybe kind of put your own spin on playing. And until next time, be kind and keep on rocking.